Before this video even begins, I want to let you guys know right now on Twitter there's a pinned comment talking about how I'm going to be doing a roast in the next week or two. So if you guys would like to roast me, you can either leave a comment here on this video, or you can go to Twitter and do that. So click the links down in the description if you guys would like to add into the roast, or comment down below like I said on this video. But regardless, what's up guys, MilitiaGamer here today, and welcome back to Militia Chat, the most premier series on my channel, because this is the only one I actually keep up with sometimes. Because it's just so much fun. I love doing these videos. And it's been a long time. I think it's been about a month and a half since I've actually done a Militia Chat, which kind of breaks my heart because I love doing this series. And I know you guys really enjoyed this series too when I first started doing it. So, we're going to just jump straight back in. These are going to be every other week now, I think, too, just to let you guys know ahead of time. Ahead of time? What the fuck was that? What? Okay, let's try that again. Every other week, these videos will be up for Militia Chats. Fuck, that's even stupider. Fuck! Militia Chats will be doing every other week now. They'll be alternating with another type of video that I'll be doing, just whatever I can think of, honestly, to go hand in hand with it, I guess you could say. But without further ado, let's get on to today's first topic. So this first topic I want to talk to you guys about is something that I actually mentioned in my last episode of Militia Chat. And it was something that I had been noticing kind of, well, I guess I've noticed it for about a few years now, being on the internet for as long as I have been. And that's the type of videos that people do now. A lot of people, like, when they blow up nowadays, they're doing, like, montages and funny moments, stuff like that. Like, there are a fuck ton of Fortnite funny moments, there's a fuck ton of Gmod moments, there's a fuck ton of GTA 5 funny moments. Like, there are so many games nowadays that just grab so much attention. Like, every video now that you see for any game, unless it's, like, a Let's Player specifically, most of the time you're going to see a funny moments video. That I feel like has to do with the fact that one YouTuber in particular did so many of these funny moment videos, and that was Vanoss Gaming. I've kind of nicknamed this idea the Vanoss effect here, because a lot of people, like, not saying particularly him, but he was one of the biggest people to come out of making funny moment videos. Like, he did that on Call of Duty, GTA 5, Gmod, and now Fortnite, obviously. But it's kind of amazing the fact that somebody was able to kind of influence such a large demographic. Like, I mean, sure, there are other big YouTubers that do it, like Ali A, H2O Delirious, Minilad, and all those other people, but when a lot of people think of, like, funny moments on, like, Gmod and GTA 5, they think, oh, Vanoss. And it's kind of funny, because a lot of people have, like, kind of grown from this. People like Ashdog, Militia, my friend Robbie, even, doing these types of videos. They've grown exponentially. Ashdog actually just hit 1,000 subscribers if you guys want to check him out. I don't personally know him, but he's a really funny guy, and he plays with a bunch of people, and they're just really funny. Go check out his videos. They're awesome. Leave a link in the description. But it's kind of funny, though, because it seems like, not saying specifically like he's the main reason why people do it, but it's kind of funny because most people, when they say, where'd you get your inspiration from, they say him. So that is the Vanoss effect, as I'm calling it at least. And I'll say it right now. I'm not unguilty of this either. Like, I do funny moments, and it was originally because I saw Vanoss do it. But then I put my own spins on it. I made my own editing style, and that's what kind of separates everyone from doing, you know, what they do. You know, people have different people that they work with, too, and they have different jokes that they make, different vibes, different ways that they even edit, too. That's what makes it unique, even still. And I feel like that's what makes this kind of cool, that one person can influence what type of videos you make, but in the end, it's still up to you as to how you edit those videos. And I think it's just really cool. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is a bit of a story that ended up happening. Again, this kind of came from one of my previous Militia Chats as well. I was talking to you guys about my thumbnail designer, Rakshir, and like I said in the previous video, the drawings that I have made for my thumbnails, I love them to death. Like, they look so freaking cool. The last one that I did with Fortnite, that one was just, oh my god, that was a completely... I love the fact that Dat Boy's just going like just falling backwards and shit. It was just so fucking funny and so cool. I love it to death. But I made a small error, and what ended up happening was my designer had actually seen the video and told me, hey, you know, I really liked the video. It was really funny. Thank you for the shout out, basically. Just want to let you know, though, I'm a girl, not a guy. I don't think that'll make a difference. But, just so you know. And I felt fucking so stupid. I was like apologizing for like 10-15 minutes straight. Like, I'm so sorry. I feel stupid. I thought because of your band, maybe, you know. And like, I was so. I didn't put two and two together. I'm not common sense smart. I'm an idiot. But she was totally cool with it. So, Rakshir, Sorry once again. I misgendered you. It won't happen again. I promise. I don't know how it would happen again, but yeah. If you guys want to check her out on Twitter too, check her out in the description below. She does a lot of great work, and her commissions are just really well made. Like I said, my thumbnails, they look fantastic. I love them so much. I love my Fortnite videos, especially because of the spaceman suit. Like, it's literally like my favorite part about making a Fortnite video is the fact that I know that the spaceman's gonna be in the thumbnail. Even if I don't even have the spaceman in the video, it's just my trademark, I feel like, at this point for Fortnite videos. I just love it. I love it. And I don't really think I'll change it until the next season when the new skins come out. And even then, I feel like I'd still use the space stuff because I love space. I love, like, astronomy. Like, I love listening to, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson or Bill Nye talk. Like, Neil deGrasse Tyson does, this is a bit of a tangent here. Neil deGrasse Tyson does this podcast called Star Talk, and it's so nice to listen to his buttery voice talk about science and just talk about the infinite cosmos. Like, that was a show I loved too growing up. I loved Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson. It was so cool. He might come back for another season of it. And I was like, oh, that's so fucking cool. If I actually was, like, really into, like, astronomy more than I am, and I wasn't doing YouTube, I wasn't doing anything with my life, I would probably go and do astronomy, but I don't know if I would. But that's just something I want to talk about real quick. That was the quick tangent. But yeah, check out Rax, though. That was completely tangent away from what I was talking about. But that's what these chats are for. It's random shit that goes on in my head, not anyone else's. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is something that is a bit of a hobby of mine. And I know I've mentioned stuff like this before, like with my t-shirts and stuff like that. But this is another hobby that I kind of want to talk to you guys about. If you guys don't know, I am a huge advocate for, like, comic books and stuff. Well, I feel like that's not the right word, but I'm a huge comic book lover. The camera's off center now. God damn it. I'm a huge collector of comic books and stuff like that. Like, I love reading comic books. Like, I really freaking do. I have a local comic shop that I discovered through one of my old teachers, and he told me about it, and ever since then I go, like, every couple weeks and I get, like, the new comics. I have them all on hold, the ones that I read. Like, I got Nightwing, Flash, Ragman, which is a small little 6-part series, which really good, really nice. I have the Arrow comics, I've got the Titans comics, and honestly my favorite is the Flash because, like, I watched the show and I've grown to love the character a lot more than I think I did when I was ever a kid because I hated DC growing up, but I read more DC than anything nowadays. Like, I read a little bit of Marvel at this point, but I don't know, it's just Marvel doesn't really resonate with me well, I guess is the best way to put it. I love their movies, I love everything they do, but, like, some comics they've written recently, it's just, I don't know, they just don't have the same vibe to me when I was a kid, like when I used to read Spider-Man and things like that. Like, I'll still read Spider-Man every now and then, but, like, I do more DC, I think, than anything. But I'm a huge Marvel fan. I can't really say I have a favorite between the two, because there's, like, so much history I have with the character, like Spider-Man. I grew up with a huge love for, like, the first 3 Spider-Man movies. I had read the Ultimate Comics when I was in high school for him. You know, those were just so great. I loved the Ultimate Spider-Man series. I read a little bit of Doctor Strange and Fantastic Four. I have this small Venom series, but I also have like 1,000 fucking DC comics at this point. Primarily, I feel like I read one-off series and The Flash, and that's pretty much it. But, you know, it's like, I don't have time sometimes to read them, which kind of disappoints me, because, like, comic books are just this escape that I feel like I have sometimes. Like, when I'm feeling upset or when I'm feeling down, I can read a superhero story, and they can solve their problems within the course of, like, 2 issues, 3 issues, and it's just so cool and so nice, and I love the way that they can kind of, like, inspire somebody, in a sense. Like, comic books have helped people for generations. Like, there were times when people hated comic books and they were saying, oh, it's the devil's product, or some bullshit like that. I don't know exactly, but comic books to me, they're just really, I don't know, they're a bit of an escape. Like, these superheroes are like people that do impossible things and show that with teamwork and power of friendship, you can accomplish anything sometimes. But in all seriousness, I love comics. So I went, as you guys know, at the last convention I went to, I went as a comic book character, Deathstroke. I had the mask over hanging on my wall there. And this time, I've got another convention that's coming up this Saturday. I'm not going to be going as a comic book character, unfortunately. I'll be going as a scout from Attack on Titan, which I'm really excited to do, because this is a different cosplay than what I usually do, because most of the cosplays I ever use, I have a mask. But this one, I decided to kind of just do something a little bit different, do something more anime related, I guess you could say, which I think is great. I love anime just as much as I love comic books and things like that. I've gotten really into that too recently, but in all seriousness though, comic books though, they're great and they're fun. I just love like the development of the story, like especially a couple of months ago when they talked about how there were 3 Jokers in the DC universe and how Selena Kyle and Batman were getting married and how the Flash had the negative Speed Force, which again I wasn't really a fan of because that was a really dumb story, but you know, it's okay. They're building up to something good, I suspect. And like Arrow with their story with how he meets Diana Lance again, and I love the creativity and story that they can develop in like so many specific issues. Like it's awesome. I love character development, and that's But anyway, I'm gonna kind of ramble on for a while if I keep talking. So this is gonna be where I'm gonna end this episode of the Militia Chat. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Sorry if this one is a little all over the place. It's kind of just, I'm trying to get back into the groove of doing these again, because I didn't have exactly a full plan for this, but you know, I was really excited to just talk about stuff, and I had 2 topics, and then the third one I kind of just came up with on the fly. But regardless, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Like I said again, if you guys want to roast me, comment in the comment section below or on Twitter. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and of course, if you are new to this channel and new to this series, subscribe and check out the other episodes with the little eye icon in the top right hand corner. I actually got it right for once. Yay! Usually I do the wrong one, like, yeah, anyway. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, see you guys next time. Bye-bye!